Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX Deep Dive with me, Uday Pratap Singh. This afternoon, the Indian entertainment world has received yet another heartbreaking news. Veteran actor Satish Shah, the man whose impeccable comic timing and versatile portrayals brought joy to millions, has passed away at the age of 74 in Mumbai due to kidney-related complications. His departure marks the end of an era, one where television comedy wasn't just scripted humor, but a mirror to the absurdities of middle-class life, delivered with Shah's signature warmth and wit. With a career spanning over 4 decades, Shah wasn't merely an actor. He was a cultural phenomenon. The uncle next door who made you chuckle at life's quirks. From his breakthrough in the 1980s sitcom Ye Jo Hai Zindagi to the cult classic Sarabhai vs. Sarabhai, his career in Indian television stands as a testament to enduring talent. This tribute traces the arc of his journey, celebrating the roles that etched him into the hearts of generations. Born on the 25th of June 1951, in the bustling heart of Mumbai, Satish Ravilal Shah hailed from a modest Gujarati family rooted in Mandvi, Gujarat. Growing up in a city alive with the rhythms of cinema and theatre, young Satish found his calling early. His family, far from the spotlight, encouraged education over the uncertainties of showbiz. Shah attended the prestigious St. Xavier's College in Mumbai, where his flair for dramatics first flickered to life during college plays. Shah's foray into films predated his television stardom, but it was the silver screen that first showcased his range. His debut came in 1970 with the mythological Bhagwan Parshuram, a small role that barely hinted at the comic genius within. It wasn't until 1978's Arvind Desai Ki Ajeeb Dasta, a Govind Nihalani directorial exploring urban disillusionment, that Shah caught the eye. He followed it up with cameos in heavyweight films like Umrao Jaan in 1981, Shakti in 1982, and the gritty Ardh Satya in 1983. But it was Jaane Bhi Do Yaaro, Kundan Shah's satirical masterpiece on corruption and chaos, that catapulted him into success. As the bumbling municipal commissioner D'Mello, Shah's deadpan delivery in scenes like the courtroom farce had audiences in splits. The film, now a cult classic, earned him a Filmfare nomination for Best Performance in a Comic Role, affirming his place in Bollywood's comedic pantheon. Over the next decades, Shah racked up over 250 film credits, often stealing scenes and supporting roles. The quirky Karshan Bhai Patel in Shah Rukh Khan's Kalo Na Ho in 2003, the eccentric Professor Madhav Rasai in Mehuna, the role that gave him the name of Spitting Cobra. Directors loved him for his reliability, never overshadowing leads, yet infusing every frame with levity. His big break came in 1984 with Ye Jo Hai Zindagi, India's first major anthology comedy series, which was directed by his FTII contemporary Kundan Shah and Manjul Sinha. In a feat of versatility, Shah essayed 55 distinct characters across 55 episodes, from a helpless husband to a scheming uncle, each more outrageous than the last. The show, which aired on national broadcaster Doordarshan, captured the essence of everyday absurdities, drawing from real-life inspirations like traffic jams and nosy neighbors. Viewers tuned in not just for the laughs, but also for Shah's ability to make the mundane magical. Another cult favorite, the role that most of millennials remember him for, is Satish Shah's portrayal of Indravadhan Sarabhai, the character that remains one of Indian television's finest comic creations. Just like the show, Indravadhan was quick to gain the audience's attention and love with his patient, playful yet relatable portrayal of the middle-class man turned rich. His playful sarcasm, his one-liners and his impeccable timing had made him extremely endearing. His banter with Maya and Rosesh still keep people laughing. Shah's TV legacy extended beyond acting. He also judged Comedy Circus from 2007 to 2008 alongside Archana Puran Singh, mentoring a new wave of stand-up talents with his constructive barbs. Guest spots in Ba, Bahu or Baby, CID and Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma kept him relevant, while his 2015 appointment to the FTII Society allowed him to give back, advocating for artistic integrity amid controversies. Even in later years, roles in films like Hum Shakals in 2014 and web series like the Sarabhai reboot showed his adaptability to digital platforms. Off-screen, Satish Shah was the epitome of quiet dignity. Married to designer Madhu Shah since 1982, he kept his personal life shielded from tabloids, focusing instead on family and philanthropy. A survivor of COVID-19 in 2020, when he was admitted to Lilavati Hospital and discharged after a week of battle, he emerged with renewed gratitude for life's fragility. Friends remember him as a voracious reader and amateur painter as well, traits that infused his performances with depth. Satish wasn't just funny, he was kind, Ratna Pathak Shah shared in a tribute, echoing sentiments from co-stars like Sumit Raghavan and Rajiv Kumar. As tributes pour in, from industry friends calling him a pillar of Indian comedy to fans flooding social media with memes of Indravadhan's iconic glares, Shah's void feels immense. Yet his laughter endures in reruns, YouTube clips, and the collective memory of a nation that grew up watching him and quoting him. In an industry often criticized for typecasting, Satish Shah proved comedy could be profound, a bridge between generations. He leaves behind not just a filmography but a philosophy. Find humor in the hustle, for in laughter we find home. In fact, let me quote now his own words, a statement that fits well like no other. जिंदगी की खासियत है ये कभी झुकती नहीं, सांसें रुक जाती हैं मगर जिंदगी रुकती नहीं. Let me bring in now Abhinav Chaturvedi, actor who's joining us live on the broadcast. Abhinav, very tragic news, sad news for the film and television industry. Satish Shah is no more.
Yes, Udaji, it's been really sad, especially for the film industry and the fans globally. We've had a triple whammy instead of double whammy. You know, we lost Asrani Saab first, and we were just about to recover from that. You know, Piyush Pandey's, we lost him yesterday, and today when I was sitting at the India Habitat Center, I got the shocking news of Satish Bhai not being there with us anymore. It's really such a great actor and a great human being. It's really hard to reconcile at the moment that he's no more with us.
Yes. What stands out in his filmography for you? Is it Jaane Bhi Do Yaaro, Kundan Shah's film, which of course catapulted him into stardom? Is it the various supporting acts that he did in films like Main Hoon Na, Hum Saath Saath Hain, Mujhse Shaadi Karogi, Fana, where he shone in scenes often sometimes more than the leading heroes as well? Or is it the television avatar of his? What stood out for you in his filmography?
Well, I think fundamentally and primarily he was a theatre man, and a bouquet of assortments. He could just about pull up everything which you could imagine of. I mean, we had grown up seen when I was in my college, used to watch Jaane Bhi Do Yaaro, and the way he played the role of D'Mello was brilliant. And when I was doing Hum Log at the time when Ye Jo Hai Zindagi came up, he was already a star. And I remember one of his episodes in Ye Jo Hai Zindagi where he played a South Indian character, and he pulled off, you mentioned about 55 characters. He would get under the skin of every character. And coming back from the FTII Pune, this actor was so brilliant that there was a very interesting comedy sequence where he comes and says for 2 rupees he would give back 2 rupees and say, Vyavar, I would like to settle down at it. You give me a little caramel and I'll only give you caramel. Vyavar. And he would, transcend into another character with compatible ease. And that is what made him to run across all kinds of dimensions in the cinema, theatre, and would always embrace youngsters. And when I went to Mumbai to do Bunyad, he would just come up and say, hey Nanne, tu bada mast acting karta hai. We used to go for film star cricket matches to Surat, and he was such a comic in his real life also. I remember.
I was just going to ask you that. We were just seeing a picture there of you and Shekhar Suman with him.
Yeah.
You've had a long association with him. How was he in his personal life?
A personal life, he was so brilliant. I remember 2 incidents which was really blasé. We went for a film stars cricket match, and in one plane we had this Dornier aircraft coming from Vayudut, and the moment, it was then called the Santa Cruz airport. So the moment the flight took up towards the sea, he would say, hey driver sahab, hey plane ko zara idhar rakhne ka. So matlab you keep it under the, not from the sea but keep it here. And he would, put everyone in terms of laughter coming up, even in personal life, and very great cricket admirer himself. And he also, when he was awarded, I was fortunate to be awarded with him in the Legends category for the Indian Television Academy Award by Shashi Ranjan and Anu Ranjan. And at that time, he is a legend, because I had done only 2 serials, Hum Log and Bunyad, and he has cut across films, If you see his filmography, as you mentioned, I mean, he was a people's man who would know the pulse, and a very man of great humor, great study. He would relate to you, talk to you, get things out of it, make an artist comfortable, you know, as an actor. And I remember that night the award was 5 hours long, and he said, "Abhinav, आज तो award लेके ही जाएंगे, you know, इतना पक गया हूँ मैं कि." And he said on the stage कि शशि मुझे बार-बार ले आता है यहाँ award देने के लिए, इस बार मैं lifetime achievement award लेके जाऊँगा. So you know, that kind of personal rapport with other artists, and you know, Swaroop Sampath and Shafi Namdar. These were characters which we would look up to on a Thursday evening. Ye jo hai zindagi.
Yes, I've seen him, of course, attend those IT awards, even in the last couple of years, and you know, of course, there was so much of respect of the fraternity for him. Final question to you: how would you remember him?
I would bow him to reverence, and would take certainly certain cues back at home, that you know, if you have to be an actor, you should try to be one like him by doing a character analysis, get under the skin of the character, whatever you are playing, whatever is assigned to you. He was a director's actor, and I think it's a great loss for the film industry and the television industry, both put together. We've lost an institution.
Thank you very much, Abhinav Chaturvedi, for joining us and paying your tributes, of course, to actor Satish Shah. Let's slip into a very short break on that note.